What we are building, and here's what we got up to so far. We basically moved on into the interior, doing the kitchen area. So we're going to carry on with like polishing that up a little bit more, and then we'll move on into the other sections of the home. I'm planning to probably finish the entire furnishing this stream, but I don't know if we'll be able to. I might just have to do it, like some of it later on by myself. But this is what we got going on so far. I do like how busy this area is looking. But in terms of the interior, we have this area like this. It's a bit more, it is a bit monotone, a bit more monochromatic, but I think it's turning out pretty decent so far. I saw my whole town is hands up. Dude, this will be added to Selenium for sure. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Casey. I'm glad to hear that. It's good to hear people using the builds and stuff, so always great. Yeah, honestly, even for me, it's like a very unique lot. I've never really built on top of this like hilltop area in Sulani. So I was like, you know what would be great here? Something like this, like a build like this from the reference. Like just something on a hilltop type of thing. Casey, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you're asking me, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much, Sasha. I hope you're doing well as well. But yeah, yesterday in the live stream when we were doing the kitchen, we were talking a bit, like we were too busy chatting, so we weren't really on about the the specifics within the interior. But if you guys have any suggestions as to like what kind of color schemes you might want to see or anything like that, please don't hesitate to let me know. Or if you guys find this a bit too like plain and simple, we can definitely come back and add some stuff to it and change it up to our own liking. Yeah, I didn't even add any lighting over here, so I'm just going to make sure that I do that really quickly. And I'm going to use a few spotlights around this build. I think it's alright to do that, to be honest, for this build. It's very modern, so I can kind of get away with it. A bit of pink, yeah. If the name and the picture didn't make it obvious. You know what? I'll tell you what though. We can add like a few hints of color, like maybe like within the plants. I think that could be kind of fun to add like those, like, you know, like those fake pink petals or something like that, or maybe even like a few of these vases. I think this one actually came with a pretty decent one, if I'm not mistaken. It's not pink enough. Let's see what we got. Kind of thinking of like the actual plant itself to be pink, not the actual vase. I think something like that does exist. It's actually a really nice plant. Never really use this one, but it could be kind of cool to just place up here. I need to use some more like functional objects in the kitchen, like the other little pieces like that from Home Chef Hustle and stuff like that, but we haven't got onto that yet. We're just adding a bit of small clutter details here and there. Lynette, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that you are liking the house so far. Maybe a few of these. I hope this suffices for you, Sasha. My sofa in my house and kitchen is pink. In real life or The Sims? If you do say real life, though, I would not be surprised. Actually, you know what? A little plant over here wouldn't hurt, to be fair. Maybe a little pink tree. I think there's too much pink now. Like, I know it's so subtle, but Sims, when I get a new house, I'm doing the same thing. It's like from Sims to real, you know, that kind of thing. Hazel, wouldn't you love to be in a resort like this right now? Somewhere nice and far away. You would, to be honest. I don't know, for me, I feel like if I had too much color into like a real life home, it will feel lively and like really bright, yes, but it will also feel very busy. I'm thinking of like if I should change the wallpaper over here or not. I was thinking of adding some like seeing areas or something like that over here, but I feel like it wouldn't really be that necessary. I might just move on into the dining table area, to be honest. I can always come back to these other areas that we have built, you know, like, oh yeah, wait, no. Oh, sorry. Let me just add like a few more of the appliances and then we can definitely move on. But yeah, yesterday we literally tried to like squish a little coffee nook over onto this side, solely because I just tried to do that in most of my builds. But yeah, I'm gonna try to maybe like reserve the popcorn and the ice cream machine if we have like a, if we have what is it called? If we have what is it called? Like a movie theater, sorry. But I don't think we're gonna be able to have one because this home is already small enough. Let me add a kettle somewhere though. Maybe like within the pink set. You got your rose pink set right there. Definitely for my Sims though. I know, I'd be low-key kind of nervous to live next to a volcano, you know? But I do love the view though, so yeah. The view kind of sells it for me. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by tonight as well, by the way, I appreciate it. I know it's a bit of a later start, but it's all good. Oh yeah, let me add a little waffle makeover here as well. Maybe on this side of the counter. I do like adding the mixer as well. Where is that? The mixer. Let's move on into the dining room area. I'm doing good, thank you so much for asking, Kelly. I appreciate it. Stacia, hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you had a great Saturday or are having one so far. How'd you get them? Which ones? Will this be going on the gallery? Yep, it will be on the gallery once it is complete. What kind of dining table should we go for? I mean, we're going for like these really plain straight lines all over the home because it's a modern house, obviously, but I'm just wondering like what kind of dining table to use over here, like glass or... I do try to use this one a lot from a base game, but sometimes because it's so limited with the colors, it's kind of tricky to use it in certain ways. But I think this could be kind of nice here, no? I'm glad to hear that, Casey. In the meantime, though, oh wait, you were the one who said you had like all of my homes, right? Yeah, never mind. I was going, let me suggest another home, but I mean, if you're already out, I was like, you know what? Let me not, let me not contribute to filling up all of your walls. Maybe a matching swatch for garden to table pack. Oh, I don't have the garden table pack. Yeah, I don't have some of the kits and stuff. I don't have every single DLC because I just didn't really find it that good for me, in my opinion. Not that the kit is bad. It's more so because I'm trying to actually use less. I already get a lot of people wanting to have a few more of these like less pack related builds and stuff. So I'm just using what I have at the moment. But like I even stopped myself from getting the what was it called, the Ballroom Masquerade kit. I'm sure you probably know because you have my other builds, but I love a lot of like archers and stuff like that, and that pack comes with some amazing archers and like some like Juliet balconies and stuff like that. It's amazing, but I have to, you know, I have to draw a line somewhere, you know. My builds are so pack heavy. Honestly, I would say mine are relatively pack heavy too, and I just get a few people either saying that like they want like some more builds with like less packs or just like base game ones in general, but most of the time not a lot of people say anything. But to be honest though, in most of my builds, as you can see from even from like the kitchen area and the outdoors, I do tend to use the same things from like similar packs. So my entire kitchen would be like Driven Decorator, for example. I wouldn't like mix and match too much. I mean, I did do a bit of mix and match in here with like the fridge area and stuff, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. And yeah, I tried to stay with like, to be honest, for this build I did end up using a lot of island living for the backyard. I mean, it kind of makes sense, we're in the world, but most of the time I would have used a Desert Lux kit, which I feel like 99% of the community has. So I'm just like, you know, it's not that bad if I use that one. And then for like my bedrooms and the bathrooms, I use like a lot of sleek bathroom kit and the businesses and hobbies and life and death objects for like the bedroom area. So most of it, when it says like, oh, you have this person use like this many packs, whatever, it's not really. It's like one item from like each pack. Like it's not like a crazy amount. Like I could definitely filter my entire builds to like maybe like 7 or 8 packs, expansion packs, not including kits, and I feel like it'll be fun. Wait, why am I placing these? These are outdoor chairs. I think we used those actually, didn't we? Yeah, we used a white swatch over here. Yeah, so I ended up picking out this season's one over here, but I might change up eventually. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it initially, and apparently we're going for these like more darker brown swatches. Wasn't really planning on that, but I wanted a bit more of like a brighter feel within the interior. I might actually go for a white, to be fair, and just have like a different colored rug beneath it. Love Desert Lux. Honestly, 10 out of 10 kit. It's so good. Like the curtains, 99% of my builds have those curtains, or they will have the royalty ones. The royalty ones are so nice. Royalty curtains are absolutely perfect. Like the sheer curved ones, they're very nice. But yeah, honestly, 90% of my builds have a Dream Home Decorator, Life and Death, Business and Hobbies, and Sleep Bathroom kit, and Desert Lux kit. That's literally it. I don't think you would need like anything else unless you want like the small extra bits, which I feel like, you know, you don't really need them, to be honest. Let's be real. I use a lot of CC and mods. Yeah, honestly, I would love to use CC, and I feel like it'll be really fun, but at the same time, like just keeping up with like the CC and the mods is just a lot, especially if you like want to create like so many builds back to back like I do. Keeping up with all of that, and I don't really have a lot of storage on my where like your C drive. Basically, if it was like in the same location as where the Sims 4 game files were, which was on my D drive, then I would be like, sure, but because it's on the documents and stuff like that, there's less space on that side, so it kind of sucks for me. But I know there's ways that you can like make it work, but I haven't really tried anything at the moment, and I'm not really intending to. I mean, I can get at least like 20 gigs in comfortably, like 20 gigabytes of CC, which I don't think I'll even get, to be honest, but because that's a lot to me. That is a lot of CC, 20 gigabytes. I know you guys are like in the 90s and 200s and 150 whatever, but for me, 20 gigabytes is a lot of CC. Despite what you like, I'm sure people don't download it because of the packs you use. They download it because of your style, so make it the way you like it first and foremost. I agree with Grumpy Pumpkin, but at the same time, I agree with them though. Like, I genuinely do. I think less is sometimes more when it comes to these builds and stuff, like doing less with like, sorry, doing more with less stuff. I don't know, just it does sometimes feel a bit ridiculous when you use like one plant from like one pack. I mean, I don't go back to change it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like even like look at like what I used or what I didn't use. I don't really bother with that, but I just was like, you know what, let me stop feeding into it and just thinking. But honestly, if I do, I could get the sorry, what is that pack called, kit called again? Ballroom Masquerade, something like that. The one with like the Bridgerton one. I really do like it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do like the archers and stuff in there. I think it'll be really nice for my build. But I did have a look at it a few days ago, I'm not gonna lie, and I thought like, you know what, it's a little bit more situational. Like, I don't know if I could use that in all of my old money mansions and stuff, but I mean, don't be surprised if you see it in like a new build, like in a few weeks or months or whatever. I don't know. I could go back on my word and go and buy it. So yeah, it's not like I'm limiting myself just because like other people don't want me to like use it. It's more so because I'm trying to limit it for myself, basically. I think there's enough. Wait, I should not go for oh wait, oh no, it's a tool mod thing. I think there's a new update for tool mod because it's not supposed to be on this side. It's supposed to be on the middle, which means we might have a crash this game. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Brown, we have so much brown in this entire build. It's starting to turn like really monochromatic. I am liking it, but I just hope that you guys like it too. If you guys want me to add more color, just let me know and I'll change this entire place up completely. But to me, I feel like it's amazing. I love the way it looks, but I'm just thinking about other people and like if they would want something that is very monochromatic like this. To me, this is like an absolute dream though. Some people will be like, oh, this is soulless, lifeless, whatever it is, you name it, like whatever word you want to put on it. I had to try something out of my comfort zone. I'm not mad at the new creator kits. Bring CC without having CC. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I believe you're talking about the maker packs and stuff. Honestly, I'm not really into most of the maker kits. I'm gonna be very honest. Those are probably like the last on my list. I would rather get like the actual kits made by EA first, solely because of the amount of items that come with it, not because of the quality, mostly because of the items and stuff. I mean, Sims teams, they're easily able to get away with adding more stuff for like a cheaper price, obviously because it's like their actual job. But yeah, I just get what I kind of would want basically. But anything free from the marketplace I am taking. Even if I wouldn't use it, I'll still take it. I only CC if I have the items good. True, you could do something like that, like a bit of like a mix and match. Like let's say like you don't like any of the toilets or like any of the showers in the Sims, you use like a CC one instead. I feel like if you're just like building a house for yourself or like your own Sims and stuff, I don't think that's a problem at all. I think that's an amazing way to go about it. But when it comes to sharing it with people, that's when it gets a bit of a nightmare. Because then you're like, oh, you have to require this pack, but then you need this kit and then this CC, and it's like never ending. I haven't used Patreon for any of your builds. Honestly, it's just it's the same thing. It's all available in the gallery though, like they're all the same thing. It's just you need them to put like tray files in and stuff, so maybe if you don't have experience with that, but it's not hard to do. It's just like you extract the zip folder and put files into the tray folder. It's basically like putting in mods, but like not in the mods folder. But yeah, just gonna keep this a nice monochromatic brown color for the time being. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. See what we can use over here. Oh, this is huge. Low-key, not enough unique lighting fixtures for me in The Sims. It's kind of tricky to find something that's like 10 out of 10. Any new projects you're working on, Growing Pumpkin? In terms of like CC and stuff? That looks so sad. That little lonesome long pendant light. I need something else. But I just don't know what. I mean, I do use this one quite a bit though. So I'm just like, do I just reuse it? Olympia, hello, how are you doing? I'm not really liking any of this. Trying to come up with something unique on the top over here, but I don't know how I feel about any of this. I keep going back to like the same lights and I don't want to do that, so I'm just like trying out a few different things. That's actually kind of interesting. I might actually do that. Because the walls are really tall, it's making it look like a really tiny bit at the top, which I know might look a little bit weird, but I think I'm going to keep this for the time being, unfortunately. Not much else that I can do. You think a longer hanging light? Yeah, but there's not that many. There is like because we're using like the really tall wall height, so it makes it a bit more tricky. I mean, we have this, but I use this one all the time. This wicker one. Maybe I can replace the middle one only with these really long wicker ones. Maybe that could be kind of interesting. They come in some pretty decent color swatches as well, so it kind of matches everything up. I'm good. I'm trying to decide whether to go on holiday. Oh, nice. If you do end up going, where do you plan on going? Definitely go. It's just that I'm working. It's a working travel, and the hotel is giving me the ick. I see. You think that looks good? Yeah, I think that's pretty decent actually. It does look a little bit weird, but I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. I wanted to add a magazine to my set so you can create a competition with a beach umbrella, a towel on the sand, and a hat, sunscreen, a magazine, and if I have time, maybe a straw bag too. That sounds really fun. I think that'll turn out amazing, Growing Pumpkin. Go for it. That is a really good idea to make like a whole little set like that. Let's get a... I don't want to use a candle, but I always use a candle. Let's see what it's going to look like. At least, let's try. Might look decent. trying to think of something to place in the middle. I don't want to place like a fruit basket, but it's not a bad option. But like I know some of you guys do like saying place like the, you know, like the set the table. But you could just do that with like the Sims, you know, that you don't need to do it in build mode. I tried to find something that's going to be a bit more unique for the table area. I mean, we can add a plant in the middle, but I mean, I always do that. Let's try with a plant as well, see how it goes. I do use this one a bit. I'm not going to use a plant. I don't think I'm going to use a plant. I think we're just going to leave it like this. In Spain? Nice. It should be really nice if you end up going, hopefully. I started working on the magazine cover today and I don't even know how I ended up remaking Judith Ward because I want to put her on the cover. Right now I'm working on her skin. That's going to be really funny, but iconic at the same time. That would be awesome. Chrome Pumpkin, go for it. That's actually not a bad rug, huh? It does look like a little bit like something that you'd find in your grandma's home, but it's not that bad. Maybe like a dark, really muted blue color. Kind of helps, gives it a bit more color. Or we could go for like the really monochromatic brown again. Let's keep this, why not? Why not? Just a bit of difference. But yeah, we are still not really sure as to where we're going to put the living room area. I mean, it could be around here. Oh, you know what? Let's create a... I think it'll be really fun if we add... What is this called? Like a little middle floating unit area. I completely forgot how to do it though. How do we do that? Oh, right. Okay. Wait, hold on. I think I remember. We need to place like really weird like window selections and stuff and use this, if I remember correctly. If I align these three together, but it's not going to be viewable on both sides, which is going to kind of suck. But let's try with the living room, like the actual seating section first, and then we can worry about the other side. I want to make it like a double fireplace type of situation. I've done it before with like half walls. Oh, we could do that as well. There's so many different options, but the half wall one is a bit more effort and it doesn't, like, it does glitch sometimes with like the platform going up and down. So I'm going to just stick to this one instead for the time being. And we're just going to add, where is it? This one, was it? I think it was this. I think this was the way that we did it, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, where did it go? So if I do something like this, does it need to be a bit bigger? I wonder. Let's try a bigger window really quickly. Wait, for some reason it doesn't want to go any more down. But let's see how this one goes now. That's way too, I think that's a bit too big. That one gives a really weird outline though. Okay, we're gonna go back to what we had initially with businesses and hobbies. I'm just gonna lower this one down completely. By the way, you are able to light these up if I'm not mistaken. So in live mode, you should be able to do it without having any issues. I could overlap it like this, but it does look a bit weird. like, you know, with like the shadows and stuff, it does look a bit weird. Anything else is just too big. Honestly, that one's not bad. This one's a bit bigger. You know what, I'm just gonna leave the small one, whatever, it's fine. Let's change the wallpaper though really quickly. We're gonna go for the plaster style from Eco Lifestyle. But yeah, I would have wanted it to be on this side as well. But yeah, I don't think it's barely gonna look good on this side, let alone the other one. Maybe a bit of refined living over here. Could be kind of cozy, a bit modern. But at the same time, when was the last time I used refined living? I don't remember, to be honest. But we're gonna use it over here. These are some of my favorite sofa pieces in the entire game. They're just absolutely perfect. Sometimes I am kind of... Wait, sometimes my scroll is acting a bit weird. I don't know what's going on today, but it's like refusing to scroll. But yeah, the entrance area is kind of like right where you have the living room. It's not the most ideal layout, in my opinion. But we're going to kind of stick with it and hope for, like, you know, hope you guys don't get too annoyed by that. I don't think it's something to be annoyed about, but I don't know. I don't usually have like my entrances leading you straight into like a living space, so to me it feels a bit odd. Kelly, how's your kittens going? Honestly, now that you mentioned that you had a kitten, it's just going to be brought up every stream. I'm so sorry about that. We need kitten updates. Change the color of these. I wonder if we should go for... Oh, forest green could look very nice here. I don't want to go for brown. We already have enough brown in this entire home. Let's go for forest green color. Why not? Oh wait, forgot they're not always in the same spot for the other places. We could also do something where like we have a different color for different parts of the sofas. I don't know if that's weird, but it could be... Wait, I kind of have to push this like all the way back here, and that's not really that ideal with the front entrance being there. So I'm thinking of maybe let's move this over on this side and then make this part feel a little bit more spacious. Maybe move this in. We'll change the color of that in a minute, but but this could actually be kind of fun to do something like this instead. Have like a booth in the middle. I need to check it out. I saw the notification, by the way. 1 second. But yeah, I would love a little seating arrangement like that, to be honest. I think that's pretty decent, you know? And then we can have like a nice coffee table in the middle. It's probably the best screenshots I ever left right now. These are so... Oh wow, okay. Very nice. Oh, I love the bottles. They look so good. And you got that little, you know, like the edge bit, like the little lines all the way on the bottom bit. That's so nice. Such good added detail. Very nice. Oh, the magazine cover is actually really good, you know, with the wearing the thing, the hat. That's amazing. Honestly, great work, Growing Pumpkin. They look really good. And I assume like the kayak thingy is a custom as well. I don't think we've seen that, so that's really good as well. Very nice. It will kind of just like work so nicely together because the textures are like nicely connected. Yeah, very nice work there, Growing Pumpkin. But yeah, I wonder if we have some sort of marble coffee table. We don't have anything like that besides this one. But I want something that's going to be like 2x1, you know, like not 4x4. I mean, sorry, not by 2x2. Maybe this one could feel appropriate. Oh yeah, I need to save my game, by the way. This actually feels very modern right now. I kind of like the way this is looking so far. I'm also going to change the color of this to like a... Oh, that's a bit too bright, isn't it? Let's do white. I meant bright as in like it just didn't really match the rest of the colors that we have going on so far. But yeah, here is what our living room situation is kind of looking like. We'll add a few bookshelves and stuff along this wall, so we'll sort those bits out in a moment. But yeah, let's add our little TV unit area. I'm still really conflicted as to if I should keep this fireplace area or like do something else on the other side. I would have loved the fireplace on this side as well, personally. Yeah, let me just save really quickly. But yeah, we have the entire home mapped out and like we're placing objects, but we don't even have a place for like the staircase and stuff. I completely forgot about that. We need to add a staircase over on this side somewhere. I have no clue where. To be honest, along this side of the wall could be kind of interesting, like going up. That's actually a pretty decent location to place it. But at the same time, I'm still not 100% solid with the idea of that, but we can actually just place one really quickly, just so I kind of get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, something like that could be kind of interesting. So I'm like confused, like, yeah, how does that even work? The ceiling's down here, but then the flooring is up there. I don't know. It's acting a bit weird. Usually it would show like a really thick block like in between, but not today. I don't know. Maybe they fixed that. But yeah, we're gonna just get rid of... Oh. Well, it's gonna get rid of the wall, I guess. What do we have over here? Did we have any oh, it took it from the upstairs, did it? I'm so confused. Yeah, it did take it from the upstairs. Okay, let's not place it up there then. Let's start from down here. Oh, but that's gonna be like a really long corridor. Wait, isn't this meant to be a seating area as well? I mean, we might as well just turn this into a gym, right? Or maybe this one, this side. This could be a bedroom. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a bedroom, my bad. Oh, there's a bedroom on the second floor. Nah, bedroom was on the first floor. Confusing myself at this point. But yeah, we're gonna do something like this. And on the upstairs, we want to... Ooh, with the amount of with where we place these columns, it's gonna kind of make it tricky for us. I kind of want to do something like this. So this is a room. We can have a bed. We need to have like an ensuite or something in here as well. But I don't know, with the amount of weird column placements that we have in the room, it just doesn't really fit. We could do something like this technically and have like the bed over here. That could be, that's actually not a bad option, to be honest. We could do that. But yeah, I'm relatively weak when it comes to creating my floor plans. Floor plans are like my biggest weakness. So yeah, let's maybe do something like that, and then add, we can actually use this little column bit for like a toilet or something like that, or like the shower unit like we did in the last build. Could be kind of convenient. And I will be adding some lighting in a moment, don't worry. It is a bit annoying how this in the entrance area of this arch, you have the first thing you're looking at is like this, but I mean there's not really much of an option for that. There's going to be like a little hallway area, I guess. I mean, nothing else that we could do about that either. Over here, I think we should extrude this out a little bit. We can place a double sink, sorry, double shower over here, bathtub over here, sinks over here, and then a couple toilet somewhere around here, I guess. And then we need to make sure that we... Oh, I can't do that. I wonder if this should be like the entire primary bedroom suite, but that's going to be too much space, isn't it? So let's cut it like this. Cut it like that and then do what? Maybe like primary suite over here. But what the hell is this going to be? It's a really big space. I could cut it like this, but then what the hell is this going to be, you know? I could also turn the primary bedroom suite to be here, wardrobe over here, bedroom on this side, and then we can turn this into like a completely like secondary bedroom over on this side of the build. They're not gonna have a bathroom though, which is not gonna be good. Whoops. Very indecisive right now, because you know what I could do though? Turn this into a frame. If it doesn't crash on us. Turn it into a frame. I know it is kind of going above the wall, but it's all good. And now we have something like this, which is basically bedroom, bathroom in here. Sorry, bedroom, ensuite, bedroom, ensuite, right? So we have two different bedrooms on this side, which I think is great. I like that a lot more. We need to add some windows over here though, because it is kind of sad looking. Maybe we can add the snow escape square window. I think that could be kind of convenient over here. Maybe like two side to side, side by side. I haven't really, we haven't used a lot of small windows like that in this build, but I think it should be kind of interesting. But yeah, ensuite over here. Should be kind of fine. Technically this room is bigger than this one, but they have a bigger ensuite. We don't have a nursery. I mean, I could turn this one into a nursery, I guess, right over here. Let's maybe move this over this side so that we have even more space in this bathroom. Because I'm going to have to add like one of those like potty trainer things in here. So yeah, nursery in here, bedroom, 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 and then maybe like a gym in this room, and then a normal primary bathroom over here. So yeah, I think that's a pretty decent layout, I think. If you guys kind of like spot like a nicer looking or like any other rooms that you guys might want to see in this build, please let me know so that I could adjust it and stuff before it's too late. But yeah, I don't even know if I should still keep up with this magnificent marble flooring. I used it yesterday because I love the way it looks. But I'd love some user input to see if we're like kind of all on the same line, or if we should like change it up a little bit occasionally here and there. We could even use wood if we wanted to. Like, it all kind of just depends on what we want for this build. And honestly, you know what? You know how they mentioned that there was like memory updates and stuff to make the game perform a little bit better? I genuinely think it had a bit of a difference, you know? Like today I was kind of like stress testing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I usually do, which kind of causes like lag or like makes my game slow. And genuinely it was slow at the beginning, but then kind of like fixed itself as I was playing and stuff. So like I think it got better over time. And I genuinely think the most recent memory update actually has quite a big impact. I mean, it kind of did for me at least. So I might take that back over the next week if I come across any issues, but for the time being I genuinely haven't. So I'm actually really happy about that, because it was very annoying in live mode to do anything, for me at least. Certain actions and stuff, it was just kind of annoying. So I'm glad to see a few fixes like that being applied to the build. I know the thing over here is a bit kind of annoying. I'll fix that in my own time though. But if you guys experienced any differences in your games as well, let me know, because I'd love to see if you guys also had a bit of an impact. But yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the build as well, sorry, at the start of the live stream, the save reminder only happens when you're actually playing the game, not when you're building. Like right now we're in build mode, but we don't have like a live sim on the lot. So if you don't have a sim on the lot, then it wouldn't remind you to save, which I think is a bit weird. I think that might be a bug. But when I was testing a few builds out with the sim, it just told me, it gave me like a little reminder to save, which I think is amazing. I mean, it didn't redo it every 15 minutes later. It did it like really randomly out of nowhere, but I mean, it still did it. So I'm happy to report that that finally works. But it didn't auto save. That's another weird thing. I didn't change my settings from what we had yesterday. So if you guys remember, I have like the 30-minute one on, and it didn't save. It just reminded me. So the opposite effects were happening when I was off camera. I don't know. It was a bit weird, but we got something working in the end at least, right? So I'm sure they'll fix it and like, what is it called? Like fine tuning it eventually. But for the time being, it is a bit buggy here and there. But honestly, I think it's like a pretty decent update overall. I'm not too mad about it. There we go, something like that. Really rough outlining here and there with the terrain pebble tool, just so it just adds a bit of this kind of like highlight thing that I like to do with these builds. Yeah, I'm just gonna add one of these smaller plants over here, and let's see, maybe I like a few of these wicker ones as well, because we did kind of neglect the backside of the home when it came to foliage in certain places like this. So yeah, I just want to add some before we move back into adding some more furniture, just changing up a bit here and there on the live. Oh, I thought I didn't have any problems with this yesterday, but I guess we kind of do. So let's just fix that really quickly as well. I mean, you're kind of bound to have any issues like that when you're doing like really weird custom work like this. But I really do love the end result of it, so I can't be too mad about it. But yeah, plain white wallpaper all over the place. We're gonna change that eventually. It's just for the time being, I think it's fine to just have these like more plain white walls around the entire home. The home is looking relatively better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is looking a little bit better around here. I don't know what we could do. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But it is a bit like empty around here. Maybe we can like use a few of these cabinets to like place over here. I don't know, just something just to fill up the space basically, because it's looking a little bit better. Keisha, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hope you had a great Saturday, or are having a great Saturday. You know what could be really interesting here if we make like a different colored wall on this side, like maybe like a dark blue, but then these sides we do something completely different, like something like this. And I know it looks a bit weird right now, but if we add like columns and stuff on all the sides, it could look kind of interesting, no? You're good? I'm glad to hear that, Keisha. Thank you so much for stopping by the way. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, if we use this from Get Together, it could be kind of interesting to change it up a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe I was just thinking a bit too ahead of if it was going to look good or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe like the entire thing, and maybe without the columns. Went back and simplified it all over again. But I don't really have much to do. Maybe even change the color inside. I do like this wallpaper, by the way. In case you guys are wondering, it is from Eco Lifestyle. Really good wallpaper. We could go for a really weird brown as well, or like a really weird wood color. With like these random pillars and stuff in between.
What do I get out of listening to this guy's record?
Heard an air raid alert? Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything okay? First step away. First, I made a list of all the objects I wanted in the set, then I create the textures. You did an amazing job, by the way, Grand Pumpkin, if you didn't hear. I loved every single piece. I was just talking about how amazing the bottle was. Like, you know, like the edge bit with like the little rim bits thingy, the little lines at on the opposite side of the bottle. Super realistic. I really love the details and everything. The boat is fully functional. It's from the Island Living expansion. Yeah, I assume it's the same boat, but it's just like the recolored for like the actual like wing bits, which is amazing. I'm surprised. We're not surprised they turned out well because you do amazing stuff. But I'm like, wow, that must be like really difficult to do. So amazing work. Mentioned that I struggled like crazy with the umbrella. Honestly though, it turned out amazing, so it's well worth it. You did an amazing job. Oh wait, that's the umbrella. I see it. Really cool though. It's super unique. I don't think I've seen like something like that. I've seen like obviously like thatched one and stuff, but that is really cool and unique. It's like a flower petal. Not petal, but like a flower, you know? It looks really good. When I was making that, I thought, why not make the same one for Cass so Sims can actually wear it instead of it just being decorative object? Yeah, 100%. And one of my friends is going to create poses for it. Very nice. But yeah, they're very nice little set that you have over there. I also really love the magazine pictures. Feels very fitting with the vibe and stuff of the whole set. Of course. I can tell you put a lot of love and effort into it, so it's just amazing. I can see the little flamingos in the background. But yeah, in case you guys are wondering what we're talking about, Growing Pumpkin creates CC and they shared their work over on our Discord server. So if you guys want to check it out, you can check out their page or Discord server and just find out more information like that. If you guys are interested in like CC and stuff like that. Kiva, thank you so much for joining tonight as well. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Nick, hello. How you been? Thanks also for joining. I'm glad to hear that you're right, Pumpkin. Honestly, crazy times that we're living in right now. I never thought things like this would be happening, especially during these years. Crazy. But yeah, let's continue with the build, swiftly moving on. Let's see what we got. A whole you know what, something in me tells me that this isn't too bad. Hey, it's not that bad, right? It is ridiculous, yes, but it's not too bad. I wouldn't pick it, but it is pretty cool for like maybe like a fashionistas type of home. Paneling? I think it's a bit too basic for this build. Could do this wallpaper again. We have used it quite a bit though. We use it over here. But it is going to tie in nicely if we use this like dark greenish one with the individual sofa pieces. How you doing, Kiva? You doing alright? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, by the way. Don't change it again. Oh, I literally just thought in my mind, I was like, oh shit, that already caused the change yesterday. So I was like, let me not say anything else. But then like, let's add a painting over on this side. Maybe like with an accent table beneath it. Honestly, ever since this painting came out, by the way, this is free, by the way, if you guys want to grab it from the maker kit set thingy, I just really like using it. Let's see. The green, I think. I think we're gonna have a bit of green throughout this entire build, huh? Let's make this entire inside bit black. Why not? We're using this wallpaper anyway, so might as well just add like a bit of a darker feature in there. Let's make these black as well. I know it doesn't really matter too much, but when you're looking at it from different angles, it will matter to you. So, to you guys in general. So, let me just do that really quickly. The magazine features an image I made to showcase the hat. That's my Marilyn Monroe. Trying to check it out. Oh, you're Marilyn Monroe. I see it now. Honestly though, they're very nice shots. I can see a bit of Sulani in there, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to objects by function, services, MISC. I think, if I remember correctly, it should be in here, if I'm not mistaken. This is a pretty decent one. I think we used, did we use Adventure Weights here? No, that's not Adventure Weights. But we could still use this, right? It should be fine. Oh, that's actually a really nice color. It's like a weird grayish, bluish, greenish hue to it. I don't know, it's a bit weird, but I like it. Yeah, screenshots look amazing. I assume you use Reshade, if I'm not mistaken, to get that like background effect. I could be wrong though. We're just gonna add, I wonder how this would look. It's very generic. A lot of people do stuff like this, but honestly, I don't hate the way that looks, so I'm gonna keep it. I hope the performance of the live is alright, by the way, everywhere. And if my voice ever cuts out, please let me know. Have a quick water break, by the way, you guys. Loki, sometimes I'm like, is my voice actually working in the live stream? One second, let me just check something, you guys. Yeah, we're going to be using this over here. I'm just going to add a little, I think it's called a bowl, like that little, yeah, this one from, once again, from Refined Living. Refined Living, oh yeah, Refined Living, if I haven't mentioned it, 10 out of 10 kit. I believe they did like a partnered collab with CC Creator to create these objects, but they're so amazing. Just had a few candles and stuff here and there. I don't know, because ever since that last time that we had an issue with the lives, like with all three at the same time, been looking kind of paranoid. I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I get out and I see like a weird thing, but I mean, if it's alright, then it's alright for you guys. Yes, my Poussin also painted in the sun rays. Interesting. Honestly, sun rays are such a nice feature to any outdoor type of photo or video. So good. But yeah, just gonna let's say like maybe, oh yeah, I still need to go back to this living room area because it's very unfinished, but let me just finish doing this area since I already started it. What else would you guys add over here? I feel like a plant will be nice, but we already have like two on either side. Oh. Maybe like just a magazine. Oh no, the book set, sorry. Let's do that. Kitchen island looks cute. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I added this like random line over here just to fill it up for the time being. I might go back and change it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's alright. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think a thingy, a flower or plant would look really nice over here. So we got like a small magazine over here. Incense is a good thing. It's a good suggestion. Great. Oh, look, a hat. Is that a hat? What kind of hat is that? It's so like see-through. I picked the wrong incense. There we go. I hate this, the placement of everything. I don't think I've ever burned an incense in my life, to be honest. I feel like it would just stink like smoke, make me even more uncomfortable than comfortable. I don't know. To me, it's just not for me. Let's look in everyday cluster kit really quickly, see what we got. None of these seem fitting. I do love using this, by the way, when I use like a build near the wall. So I mean, technically this build is, so I could kind of use it somewhere. Maybe like a really random bit over here. I mean, I'll come back to that, but what is this? No. It's gonna be kind of nice around these coffee areas. I do use this one a bit, and these two, the gym in a box. This one's pretty decent. I use it here and there. The hat is pretty much common. I don't use like the small stuff like this though. I should use it more often. But I do get annoyed placing them, so I don't really bother. Let's do one of those over here, why not? Yeah, there we go. Some of that. Hey Zara, how you doing? I'm doing alright, thank you. I appreciate you asking. Where'd that hat come from? Everyday Clutter Kit. This one, right? Oh wait, you mean the... Hold on, wait, let me find it for you. I think it was Sulani. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, businesses and hobbies. Businesses and hobbies. I don't know, it's really weird though. It doesn't look like a normal hat. I mean, from far away it's alright, but... I don't know. It's weird. Zorais, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks also for joining. Hope you had a great day. Let's finally move back into the living room area and just add the rest of the stuff. So in case you guys are just joining, the only thing that we kind of did was just continue off adding some extra stuff into the kitchen area, went back and add some extra foliage pieces and stuff like that in the backyard, made the second story floor plan design, and we're basically just moving on into adding the dining table area, the living room set, that kind of stuff, and then hopefully moving on into the bedroom area really soon. No worries, Growing Pumpkin. I'm gonna use the same sets. Sorry, I need to add this over here really quickly. You forgot. This is actually really huge. I'm gonna actually size it down and just change its color. And we're gonna go back over here. I think the easel over in this corner would be very nice. I really love the way these foliage plants are looking and the lighting so far in this corner. It just looks really nice. But we're gonna add, let's see where it is. It's the refined living kit, to be honest. That's what we're gonna be using. Oh yeah, let me actually take that out and put it there. Honestly, anything from refined living is just 10 out of 10 for me. Really forgot to load the music. Let's go back to set. There we go. Oh, the blue is really nice, but I don't know if I can go to a blue theme right now. I think we're going to stick with the green. Does this not come in a green? Really? Brown, black, grey, beige, light dark brown, chestnutty brown, even more like reddish brown. There's so many brown hues, but there's not the green. I don't know, it's a bit weird. Might as well just go for what other colors do we have over here? We have this light beige, so I guess we could kind of go for some of that. But even that doesn't really match it. Nothing really matches, to be honest. I think this is the closest we're going to get. Set an easel. But yeah, how's the weather been around the globe lately? You guys been noticing any differences in your what kind of easel is that? Such a weird looking easel. I don't think I've ever used this before. Actually, you know what? This brown version kind of looks normal. I was going to use a normal art kits one, but I could use this one as well from the University, Discover University expansion pack. It is a very weird looking one though, isn't it? I normally go for either the base game one or the one that came from this one. There we go, the art one. I really do like this one as well. I might actually go for this. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this one actually. The other one just looks, I don't know, it just looks a bit odd. At the same time, I don't know. It's really simple looking, like it's really basic. Fish tank could be kind of fun, Sophie. I like that. We could definitely experiment with a fish tank for sure. Let me place that, and then let's get a fish tank. I think it's called like an aquarium or something. No mind, it's not called. It is aquarium. Yeah. Maybe like one of the these modern ones. They're like from on both sides. I think that could be kind of interesting as like a divider, but or we could just add it over here. That could be kind of fun. I don't think I've ever used a fish tank in one of my builds. Well, we use a small one, let me not lie. We use this one, this little tiny one, but not one of these like really big ones. I should definitely utilize them a little bit more. Thing is, yeah, like I'm not really that big of a fish person. I don't know if I would want a fish tank in my real life home, so that's kind of like the way I go about my Sims 4 builds. If I don't picture it in my real life homes, I don't do it in the Sims. Which is it's a weird way, but it's kind of just like what I've made myself used to. I do like this modern one as well, but I think this like really big one is kind of decent. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Why not? Oh, the green. The green. No, man. We're not gonna use green. So yeah, let's work on this really sad looking living room. It looks modern, but it looks really sad. So let's add a magazine. I really love adding the car one. Just like because if I'm not mistaken, that's supposed to be a Lamborghini Huracan. It's a really nice one of my dream cars. So I mean, that's like really luxury car though. That's not like my dream realistic car. That's like if I was like made out of money at that point, then I'll get that. But see what kind of rug we can use. It's actually a really, I think I used this for no, we didn't use it yet. Okay. I think we tried to use it beneath the dining table room and it just didn't work out. So we're gonna use it over here instead. I really do like this color scheme, but it is very monochromatic. Like it's very dull as well. Like it's not vibrant. I wonder if you guys mind that or not. We could also change these colors up a little bit. Does it have a dark green? It's kind of more of like a emeraldy type of green. I think we need something a bit more vibrant at the bottom. And I think this has too many textures, so it's gonna go. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, has a bit of a decent swatch to it. It's alright. I mean, it feels very generic. This is actually a really nice rug as well, base game. Don't know if I'm gonna find. Oh, that's actually a really nice swatch. I do use that quite a bit though, and isn't really gonna work for this build. I mean, this one's not bad either. If I make it smaller, just for like the middle bit, and like maybe like diagonal, that could look kind of interesting. If I type in blanket, I think there's like a little basket. Maybe, let me type basket actually. The one with orange look good with the door. Let me try that out. I'll try that in a second. I think, was it? No, these are the kid ones. There's one with like the really ridiculous like blanket coming out of the basket. I completely forgot where it's from though. But anyway, let me go back actually with the orange. This one? Maybe it was a different. Maybe it was the other one. This one? No. The one that look like waves? Maybe this one? This one. That's actually not too bad, you know? Considering it is vibrant and it kind of like works perfectly with the rug, no? With like the front door. I assume it was this one. But yeah, if you guys weren't here when we did the fireplace, we literally just added these ones from Business and Hobbies and then added windows in front of it. We wanted to do double side, but it wouldn't work, unfortunately, so yeah, we're just kind of sticking with this at the moment. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this actually, so I appreciate that, Zorais. One second, I need to put something on charge. You want it more muted? I don't mind the muted, but I just thought like maybe something that had less color. Like something that was going to be vibrant, but not too many colors introduced into it. Sorry if I sound far away. But yeah, no, you know what? I think this is fine. Especially since I did want something that had a bit of a vibrancy to it. Give me a second, you guys. Won't take too long. Like 10 seconds. Yeah, so let's see what we're working with. Was this wall always white? I swear we changed. I swear we made this like a greenish color, no? Honestly, also noticed that we have quite a bit few of these wavy patterns, huh? Throughout this entire build. This dark blue doesn't seem too bad, no? Over here, instead of the white. The white looks nice, yes, but we have so much white going on. I don't really want to make everything super white. This plant feels so dark in this corner, but I have no clue why. Shouldn't feel too dark. We'll add a few like wall sconces over there, I guess. So over here though, I do want to add one of those like unique lighting fixtures that you'd see normally in like older homes. Something like this. I really do like adding these kind of things recently. We're doing it quite a lot actually. Nick, hello, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here tonight as well. Hope you had a great Saturday or had one already. Dark always nice. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. What time did you go live? I always feel I end up joining so much later. I think I started around like 9:40 p.m. UK time. So it was a little bit late on my end. So I do apologize. But yeah, we've been live since then and been going alright. Just working on the main entrance of the home and stuff. But you know what matters? You made it, so you know it's all good. I'll give you like a quick rundown though if you want to see. I don't know. I think you were here like the entire time yesterday, so I do appreciate it. We finished off with like the kitchen area, just added some extra stuff to it. To be fair, moved on, added some foliage and stuff to the backyard, and created a floor plan for the second floor. And then we just added the dining table area, just did like little bits like that here and there. Now we're on the living room, and that's pretty much what we've been working with so far. Oh yeah, I was adding a thingy, one of those like floor lamp things. Never mind, let's just go to the filters, I guess, since I'm not competent enough to find it when it's like all bunched up together. There we go, this one's really nice. Once again, from the refined living kit. But you know what, on the good side, at least they're all from the same kit, right? They're almost all of these objects in this room, sorry, are from the refined living kit, which is good. Which means you won't miss out on anything if you have it. Kind of sucks if you don't have it all though. It has such a nice green color to it. But we're not going to use a green. We need to use something that's going to kind of like contrast. So yeah, something like that. Over here. By the way, this little corner piece is functional. So I know it looks a bit messed up. We can actually add cushions there. Or like pillow. I believe it is called a pillow. Yeah, pillow. Well, I've actually never used this one from the maker kit. It is free. What are these little designs? What are these designs? If it came in some more plain swatches, like some white and a black and a grey or something like that, I would have considered it. I do love these little swatches though, they're really funny and cute. But we're not going to use it. We're going to go for this one instead. Wait, I don't think I've used this one before as well. It's an event. Yeah, I've never really used it. Yeah, I don't really do too many pillows and stuff here and there in my builds, just like occasionally here and there. Oh, we're frozen. We might crash. Right, that kind of reminded me to save. If I crashed, I was like, you know what, you guys, it's time to go to bed. But yeah, I'm gonna add like one more on this side. I don't know if I should add it on the half. I don't think I'm gonna add it on the armchairs. They're not even armchairs at this point. They don't even have arms. But you guys kind of get the point. They're kind of filled that way. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I could also rotate it. Should we? I mean, I've already got it outright, so might as well. Let's change the angle on that. I love how the angle changes like in proportion to the rotation of the object. Is so good. How like you don't have to do it manually, and it just does it on its like own axis. It's so amazing. But yeah, let's do about like -15. I think that should be pretty decent. That's actually not bad, you know. I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna fiddle around with it too much though. I think that's pretty decent. We could always adjust it actually without it going back to its yeah. We can always move it back and stuff. without having to redo the rotation, which is amazing. So yeah, these like little clipping bits, I know sometimes it does look a bit annoying, so yeah, that's pretty decent. I think that's fine over here. It should be fine. I'm happy with that. Well, I'm not. Wait, did we not make this blue? Did I change it back? I might have changed it back while I was talking. There we go. Let's go for the dark. It was meant to be dark, but I don't know when I ended up changing it. Yeah, so this wall definitely needs to be some sort of accent or something like that. I don't know. I just don't want to see a plain white wall on this side. Doesn't really need to be white at all. Let's go for maybe a tiling could be kind of interesting. I feel like I'm adding too much detail to this home though. It should be like a very minimalistic type of home, judging by the like reference image and stuff, but kind of trying to have a bit more of those like creative liberties and make it look a little bit more unique on the inside. I do use this paneled wall quite a bit from the Book Nook kit as well, in case you guys are wondering. Very, very, very nice wall. Especially from far away as well. It just kind of has that very fine, thin grout lining that I think just works really nicely. And I feel like this is like the bigger version of it from Refined Living. They're both very nice if you want to create like accent walls. But I'm thinking more so like a maybe like a concrete wall like this. Like something subtle, you know? Even like a warm tone like that could be kind of interesting. Maybe even warmer, something like that. But we also need something that's going to match this door as well. And right now, if we get a close color to orange, then it's not going to contrast enough, so then it's not going to look good. We could also do this dark blue over here as well, but that does end up making the room feel darker overall. So we've got to keep that in mind, unfortunately. Doing like a whole color analysis on this wall at this point. That's actually honestly not too bad, the pink. Wait, let me try an orange. If it was like the same orange as this, then I would have left it. But when it's like barely different from each other, then it doesn't provide enough of a contrast. So I'm like, it doesn't really look that great. The white is pretty decent. Okay, you know what? I might just keep that like a baby blue. Or like a really light blue. I don't know what you guys would call this, but to me, it kind of just seems like a light blue. I could actually make that go all the way around this entire block. And then let's add like a little clock. Maybe like on the top over here on this side. Could be kind of interesting. Like one of these like artsy ones. I never use a clock. If you guys ever download my builds, you guys would know you would never see a clock in my builds. I did use one in the over waterfront villa that you guys would see on Monday. I think it's on Monday. Yeah, I think that one's coming out on Monday, not another build. Hopefully not. Should be that one. I think it is the waterfront villa that you guys would be seeing on Monday, which is going to be exciting. I can't wait to showcase that to you guys. I mean, you guys have already seen the entire thing, like in and out completely on the live streams if you guys did tune in. But for those who haven't, I think it'll be very fun to check it out. But yeah, we have a bit of this like brown and gold color texturing on this, which I think is interesting. So I'm going to keep this one over here. I mean, I could also place it like up here, but I think it's going to look a bit more interesting on this side. And we're just going to do something else on this part of the wall. Let's actually add an alarm really quickly. The fact that I'm adding an alarm, I don't do it in my other builds, but I do it on the build that has literally every other access point besides the front door. And I'm adding an alarm. It's just so ironic. But oh wait, I need to save. My game's been stuttering. Genuinely thought we lost the entire build there for a second. I didn't save in a very long time. But yeah, earlier in the live stream, I was just mentioning how I really do like this this update lately. Let's also add a thermostat because I think you would like that in a build like this. Thermo. My bad. Let's add it like right next to it. Why not? I think there's a black swatch. Yeah, very nice. A bit more sleek looking, you know. Let's also change the color of this, and that should be it. I think that should be fine. I could add like an accent table over here, but I think we're kind of restricted on space, so we're not going to do that. Let's move on into this area. Oh yeah, completely forgot. We also need to add a staircase that we ended up deleting and adding like 20 times. So we will add that today as well. We need to add the doors though really quickly. So let's see what we got. Let's go for the smallest door. I don't think anything else would really fit over in this build, unfortunately. I might actually go for the medium doors and go for the eco lifestyle one. Wait, that really big eco lifestyle one, if I'm not mistaken. It's only on the single doors, which is kind of a shame. I feel like we need more interior doors, but on like the taller wall heights. I think that'll be so interesting, but we don't really have anything like that, unfortunately. Yeah, something like that. Let's also get the... Oh yeah, I completely forgot we don't even have lighting in here. It's all controlled by like natural lighting on this side of the build, which is not great. We need to add a pendant light over there in a moment. We'll do that in a second. I completely forgot about that because it was so lit up from all that glass that was around it. I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's not. Once it turns dark, it's going to be like pitch black in there. Which I think it will, at least. It's not too bad. I mean, we did add a light in here, so it's fine. But yeah, it would be really dark without a lighting fixture. So we need to add something over here really quickly. I wonder what we could go for. So for the main dining table area, we design like this. Oh wait, we use this over here as well. Ooh, I don't really like that. Okay, let's change this one to this instead. It's basically like the same thing, but this one feels just a little bit more modern on this side. Because we are using like the wicker set near the dining table area. And then over here, we could add maybe like a modern chandelier. This part of the build feels like super artsy and this part feels like really minimalistic. I don't understand, like the color, the design is going a bit wonky in certain areas, but I am liking it, so I don't really mind it too much. Just introducing like a bunch of different styles here and there throughout the entire build. See what kind of swatches we got. I don't know, what kind of lighting would you guys place here? I feel like not much works, but at the same time, don't really have much of an option. I could do this like really artsy one over here. It's alright. The artsy one, not that one. I think the artsy one might be the way to go, no? I don't know. Pretty decent. And let's actually add the actually we could add like spotlights, like 3 of them around it, something like that. That could be kind of interesting. I mean, it's not even lighting up that much, so I don't really mind adding it like that, to be honest. If we find that it's a bit too bright, we can change up how much it is like emitting and stuff later on. What I'm going to do when I download a house is auto light all lights but lamps and sculptures, like when homes look kind of dim. I assume you're talking about like a empty home, right? I don't know, personally I kind of I had spotlights, but then I always go back and like characterize it based off of like the room that it's in. I'm like, even if it's like blasting with light, I'll try to like add something that's gonna kind of like match it and then kind of like lower the brightness of it, like how bright or dim it is, to like control it that way instead. What else can I add on this side? I don't think I can I? I don't need to add anything of it. Oh yeah, wait, we don't have any curtains. Completely forgot about that. Hey, did you see the Calamari video I tagged you in yesterday? I didn't see anyone tag me actually. I can check it though. I was alright. Thanks for the comment, by the way. I appreciate it. I literally just seen it. You did it 2 hours ago. Very nice, lovely build. Thank you. Really nice, kind comments on the new build. Oh wow, a lot of people like this new build. Love to hear it. It's not build, but you know, it's not that new, but you know. I don't see the tag. If you tag me yesterday, then it's a very long way down. You might want to maybe like re-tag me or something. I don't know. How do I can I like filter for that or something? What mod is that? It's actually not mod. Well, it is, but it's the better build by mod. It's kind of built into it. But by the way, you can only do that for the lighting. Because you can normally do this in like live mode. When you're in live mode, you can actually I think you can press shift and click on something or change like the temperature of it. But the better build by mod, it lets you change the temperature while you're building as well, which I think is really helpful. Obviously, most of the time because I'm building, I don't have the chance to like go to live mode and then change the lighting. So I'm really thankful that it's within the mod itself. But yeah, it's not like a mod that had like a brand new feature. It's more so just like it just allows you to use it while in build mode. But yeah, I think we're gonna go for the Desert Lux kit curtains throughout this build. We're just gonna use it where we have these poles and stuff. I think that's gonna be kind of an interesting way of using these curtains. Let's add the wall decoration. If you go like all the way down in wall decorations, you will be able to see the curtain rod itself, which is not even a rod. It's not even a rod. Sorry, it's a piece of wood. Let me see if I can find it. I think it is in the curtain section as well, but like all the way down. But it is also in the wall category in case you guys are wondering. So let me go back into curtains real quick. I think it's all the way down here. Yeah. I think there was also a problem with the Adventure Weights curtains. I don't know if they fixed that though. Never mind. Yeah, it's still not fixed. Yeah, they don't swatch. They don't work properly. I don't know. It's been like this ever since they came out, right? I don't know. It's a bit weird. But yeah, just gonna add this. I should have changed the color of it. My bad. But yeah, we're going for this light beigey sort of color for the wood. Gives that very modern, clean view to it. Let's add the curtains in the corner as well, right behind where we have the easel. My days, so annoying. it's just like decided not to work. There we go. Now let's actually move on into the other sections of the build as well. Once again, this is going to be the primary bathroom area for the first floor. It is in like a little weird corner section type of thing, but it's all good. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, you guys will know that. Sorry, you guys wouldn't know, but we well, I love to place my my bathtubs where we have like a window or something like that over here. I know it just looks really nice. It's probably, I wouldn't really like that a lot in real life, but for The Sims, I kind of just like the way it looks visually. Thanks so much for the likes, by the way, Kelly. I really do appreciate it over on TikTok. If you guys are liking the build though, make sure to let me know by leaving a like as well and subscribing. We're really close to 12,000 followers on TikTok and about 11,000 on YouTube. So I'd greatly appreciate if you guys drop a subscribe if you guys haven't already, but watched up until this point. But yeah, adding these little wooden bits are gonna might look a bit weird around here. Yeah, they're gonna look a bit odd. So we're gonna have to place it like this. I mean, it's still gonna look a little bit weird, but it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, something like that. And we're just going to add a few of these vibrant areas here and there. Sorry, plants and stuff here and there. I do love using this, the palm plant, quite a lot from businesses and hobbies within my builds. And let's get the wall out really quickly and place one of these walls. Wait, where is it? There we go, this one. Like right over here. We'll have a toilet over here actually, and sink area over here potentially. Maybe like a shower on this side. I don't want to go for like a plain white color scheme, but I don't really have much of a choice, do I? With the specific objects that I pick, they don't always come in like the same swatches. Makes it a bit more tougher. We do have this like really weird pinkish color though, that kind of matches. I've never used that color before in my life, but could be a bit of a change for this build, I don't know. I might go back and change that, I have no clue. Yeah, I don't really see the same stuff for this, which kind of sucks. Maybe like a pink sink. Or like a blush. I don't know what kind of color this is actually, but I don't know, maybe some of this. It is looking a bit reddish though, isn't it? I don't know anyone who would have a neutral bathtub like this. Change the color of these to the orange. Could look kind of nice. I know we literally had like that brassy slash gold color to it, but thought I'd change it up I know toilet's gonna be a bit squished here, isn't it? I mean, it's gonna kind of like feel that way, but we're gonna just like push it in a little bit to make it seem that like the buttons are on like the half wall instead. Something like that. I'm just zooming out so you can actually see it if it's like placed correctly, even from like far away. This is ridiculous. I would not put that. Let's see, like a little plant. Oh wait, we have the SYB, right? Was it SYB? Yeah. Finally remembered the naming of. Probably would not want that hanging that all the way down into the toilet. See some of that over on this corner. Cute bathroom, yeah, it's alright. Dentures. Next to the thing. I'll actually not put that. It's like a white and gold color, could be kind of interesting. And then let's add this like shower thingy inside of here, actually. Could be kind of nice. I'm gonna size it down as well because it just looks humongous. I think that should be it. We're going for like a brownish, beigey, dark browny kind of color. I don't know what this kind of combination is, but I think it's kind of interesting. It's a bit different from like the usual white and like black and designs that I tend to do on the channel. So honestly, a bit of change is always good here and there. Maybe like a circular bath. Sorry, rug. That could be kind of interesting. Kind of covers everything about, just about. I don't really know. I kind of struggle using circular bath rugs or carpets and stuff. I don't know, it's just a bit tricky. Maybe one of these kind of like size down. It's a pretty nice pattern. Probably not for a bathroom though. I do use this one quite a bit as well from Snowy Escape. This one's not bad. Let's use the Lux toilet brush, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Let me write brush instead. What is this called? The Brushtastic. Okay. We're gonna have like a little lonely robe over on this side. Could actually change the flooring as well. I mean, I don't really need to, but because it's tiling, it kind of works nicely. But I'm trying to test out, see what else kind of look decent here. This is not too bad. Feel like a beigey color to it. Could also do like a really funky pattern like this, but this doesn't really fit that minimalistic aesthetic, you know. It's honestly not too bad as well, like the white concrete. This is pretty decent as well, like tiling. I might actually keep this one. I don't usually do like terracotta style tiling within my wallpaper or floorings, but you know I'm gonna keep that. It's a bit of a difference from the usual, so why not? Oh yeah, let's add our sleek bathroom kit. Lighting fixture over here, perfect. Let's just move that saucer light in there. There we go. And also change the wallpaper as well, can't forget about that. And then we'll move on into our last room for the day, which will be a bedroom on the first floor, which is going to be kind of fun and interesting to work on. Yeah, maybe some of that. And then we could add some, what is it called? Wall sconces. Could be kind of interesting to add something like this on either side. So which accent will look better as our eyes? I would love to know. I might have picked it too quickly, no? Honestly, even the paneling looked pretty decent. I mean, I did kind of place everything in a little weird thingy, so it doesn't align with anything. But if you have any suggestions, please let me know. That's actually a pretty decent one as well. You know what? Now that I'm here, I might as well just add a few shelving unit pieces along this wall really quickly. Oh, you know what? This would have been really nice up here, actually. And then we could add a soap on the first one. There we go. Something like that. Maybe the wallpaper needs changing over on this side. Maybe something like that. A little bit of brick, but I don't think we haven't used any brick throughout this entire build, so it's just gonna look odd. Don't want to use like wood textures either, because that just doesn't feel great in a bathroom. I think I'm just gonna stick with the white, to be fair. Maybe just use a different color from inside of here. That's actually not too bad, to be fair. We can add like a little painting on this side. Yeah, I think we can move on. I think we're fine. We'll come back if we need to add anything with it. Oh wait, you know what? Let me actually add the painting on this side. Oh, there we go. Somewhere like right above it. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Let's move on into this room. This will be a gym. I think we'll probably do it tomorrow, but I want to kind of move on into the bedroom, which I think is going to be very fun to create. So I'm going to do one of my favorite designs. I haven't done this in a while, to be honest. That's what kind of why I kind of want to move on into over here. But we can do like a nice, maybe like a light brown or black. That could be kind of fun. It's basically where I just place like a lot of these wall cabinet kitchen unit thingies at the back over here, and kind of just place the bed in front of it, as if it's like a really long bedside table unit. I think it just looks really interesting. The best bed that kind of fits this kind of design though is the Dream Home Decorator one. This one's not too bad either, to be fair. I mean, we can kind of like move the legs in, sort of, kind of. Haven't really tried it with this bed yet, but I think that could be kind of interesting. Kind of give it like a really custom look. Maybe let's go for Dream Home Decorator. Has a really nice like small flat back, so it kind of works nicely. Stairs are probably going to be in this hallway area, Kelly. I think it's kind of the best bet. Wait, oh yeah, we did the floor plan anyway for the second floor, so we should be fine adding. Oh, but if I do this, wait, where is that? Is that an arch? No, these are windows. Yeah, okay, so there's no access on this side, which is good. Which means like I could honestly do something like this and it should be fine. I think that should be pretty decent. That's gonna be a hallway anyway, so yeah, this is kind of like the only option that we do have, unfortunately. You know what we actually do here? It could be really fun to place this. Hold on. So we have like the small, tall, and medium, kind of like going up like this. I think that could be really fun to mess about with a little modern design like that. Yeah, I'm gonna actually keep that. I'm kind of happy with that. And then we'll move this lighting fixture over here, and then move this maybe like right before it starts. And I think that's where we're gonna have the staircase. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. I could move this to be a bit smaller. This is gonna be a gym, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. That's a bit weird. Normally the doors would move with the room, but it didn't that time. Yeah, I could always extend it like this for sure and just add some extra space into that hallway, but I might keep it like this, to be honest. I don't think it really matters, to be fair, because technically it is still 2x2. It's just a little bit of the elevation is kind of taken away from like the amount of space that you have to walk and stuff. Maybe let's go for like a black design. I think that's going to look a little bit more interesting than the brown. I think we have a lot of brown going on in this entire build. At the same time, I don't really know. Kind of also want this to be like this. So then we have all of these on this side. Just so there's like a little bit of like an indent over here, so it's not really flat looking. I think that's just going to help give a bit of depth to this room, because there isn't really much at the moment. Oops. And I don't think this room is going to have its own ensuite either. I know it kind of sucks, but not much that I can do about it. It is in a bit of a weird spot in this home. My game has been doing weird stuff these 2 last days. Today I played a wedding and it was a disaster. Sorry to hear that. It must have been like a funny disaster though, hopefully, and it wasn't too frustrating. Oh, it's pretty late actually. Shit, I need to get a move on with this build and not waste too much time. Let's go with, oh, I really want to use refined living here. Let's try see how it's gonna look. That actually looks really nice. Kind of like the all dark theme over here. What if we do something like this? That could be kind of interesting as well, kind of like centering it to this like wall bit over here. And then adding maybe like this black paneling from businesses and hobbies. It could be kind of fun. That's honestly not too bad. I could even go for like a grey and it will probably look just as good. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Let's go into lights and maybe we can add these, or we can go for the other usual ones that we tend to use quite often, if I can find it. There was it. I swear we literally just used it like a second ago. There we go, these ones. They kind of shift about here and there. I think I was filtering a different type of light earlier, that's why. But yeah, just maybe... Oh wait, it's not... Honestly, it isn't as tall as I thought it would have been, but still gonna use it. It's all good. I said like a little plant somewhere as well. Let's go for foreign. Why not? I haven't actually used this plant anywhere in this entire build, shockingly enough. Wait, no, I might have. I think I used it in the kitchen, but that was like today. It wasn't yesterday, so. Yeah, maybe like in like a plain white over here. Go to the tray real quick. Let's pick out a nice little tray to place on this side of the build. Welcome back, Zara. Oh, it's kind of floating? I don't think so though. Shouldn't... Yeah, it's floating, never mind. I mean, you can't really tell from far, hopefully, so it should be fine. Maybe we can add some columns on either side. That could be kind of interesting too. A bit of wood could be kind of interesting as well, just reintroducing this brownish color to the inside of the home as well. Something like that. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't mind that. And we're going to have like a picture frame in the middle anyway, so maybe it will help kind of bring everything together, sort of, instead of going for like a full on like black and grey and white room. Obviously the main colors will still remain like that darker features, but just a hint of brown here and there I think will look very interesting. At least I hope it would. It's not like I know, but just testing things out and hoping for the best, you know? I think that's pretty decent though. Well. It's a nice bed. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Business and hobbies. I mean, sorry, Dream Decorator. It's a pretty common one that we use. We could also do a few like strip lights here and there as well, but I don't know. Now it's getting to the point where it's like too detailed, you know? Like there's too much going on. Or is it? It's not bad, is it? It's right. It might seem like too much though, so just please let me know. I might get rid of the wall strips, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. But I do like everything else so far. You could probably like this guy's still looking for more lights to add. Honestly, I do like this. I do like adding like some sort of like painting light though above the paintings. Maybe not this one, but just something else. Oh no, just something like that. Something really subtle. I haven't actually used this before, but I believe it is a light. Yeah, it is a light apparently. I feel like it barely emits any light, but it's alright. Set a rug beneath it. I swear we used this rug for the living room, didn't we? Yeah, we've used this rug quite a bit. Yeah, we did use it. Where is this from? I always use it. Yeah, Adventure Weights. Okay. Traditional Gibi. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty decent. Like it's like a lot, but it's not tacky, you know, like it still feels like very modern. Sort of, kind of. It's pretty decent. I'll keep it. But yeah, we've been using this rug quite a bit throughout this build. But I mean, I'm not really going to complain about it because I like the way it looks. Let's add an end seating area over here really quickly. If it loads. It's taking a bit of a long time. I hope it doesn't crash. Never mind, it was because we're searching for all objects. This is a really pretty decent one. It's not bad. It kind of works. It is a really big, like, bulky one though. I tend to go for this one from Life and Death. Or I go for, where is it? Oh, I've never seen this before. Well, I have, but I just never use it. This one's pretty decent. I never use this one. I don't use this, but it could be a good option if you want something a bit thinner. Let's see what else. There was one, I believe it was from base game actually, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's from business. Dream and Decorator, my bad. Literally listed all of them at this point. Where is it? Normally I find it in like 2 seconds because it's like the one that I use all the time. I think it's in Love Seats actually. Yeah, Love Seats. I don't know why it's in here, but it's literally one of these like Ottoman thingies. So I don't know, it's a bit odd. We could go for this one though, from Life and Death, or we can go for Dream and Decorator. Apparently Dream and Decorator is one of like the least sold packs or something like that. If I don't know if I heard that right or wrong. I don't know where I even heard that from, but it was like a while ago, like weeks ago. I don't know if that's true though. I feel like, how would that be true? I feel like Life and Death, Dream Home Decorator for me is like an absolute must for all of my builds. So I'm like, how the hell do people not even get that? I think it's an amazing game pack to have. That copy swatch looks good. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. It feels really realistic, like a good quality rug, you know? Could also rotate it like that. We do have a few overhead lighting though, unfortunately. We have these two. So might have to tone it down a little bit with these guys and change it up. I don't know about the wood on the sides though. Like, I think a black would look nicer. I know I'm going back to that monochromatic design, but I think the black looks way nicer. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I wanted to add a bit of color, but it's just not working. Oh, it's so classy. Need that. Thank you, Wesley. I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by on the live as well. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Well, I've had one so far. Is this not the right swatch? Oh my dude, it's not the right swatch. I don't like. Maybe it's just the lighting. It's definitely not the lighting, mate. It's your eyes. Oh my days. Sorry about that. I was like, surely it's the same. It's the right swatch. Because sometimes they do look a little bit weird in like different lighting, but that was just like really weird to me. I don't know. I do like a bit of mood lighting as well, like instead of like one at the top of like a ceiling. But yeah, like you guys mentioned, it does get a bit annoying when it becomes nighttime and stuff. Yeah, I still need to add a wardrobe. No clue where I'm adding that. Maybe like over here, I guess. I mean, don't really have much of a choice, right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something different from this build. I'm gonna add wardrobes, but I'm not gonna add like the top part of like the Dream Home Decorator ones. So let me show you guys what I mean really quickly rather than just explaining it. I'm gonna add these right over here, some of that. I'm gonna move it so it doesn't clip with curtain. And I'm going to obviously change it to the black swatch, but I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm obviously not going to add the top part. And then we're going to add a mirror over on this side. I do love this this wall mirror. I know it is meant to be a wall mirror, but we're not going to use it as one. Kind of want to use it like standalone in this corner. I mean, I could use this one, I guess, if I really wanted that. I do like the size of this mirror though. It looks a bit better than like this one's really small in the middle. It's a very nice mirror, but I wish the centerpiece was a little bit bigger, you know. This is coming to black. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to be using that one, I think. This one's like a really dark brown. I mean, sorry, dark green. Forest green, basically. We could use this, I guess, as well. I mean, this one's really nice as well from Growing Together, but it's a bit small. This one, I believe, also comes in a black. Yeah, this one's not bad either. It's a bit more traditional looking, though. Yeah, I'm just going to use this one. And just place it in the corner. Something like this. And this will still be functional, by the way. There we go, something like that. I could technically bring it forward a little bit more. I know right now it's kind of like floating on nothing. Like it's hanging on nothing, but we'll sort that out later. I don't actually I don't post gameplay or anything like that on the channels, no. I could get into it though, because I have had people ask me quite a lot, but I don't know if that is something that you guys would see. Let me know. Would you ever try CC? 100%, yeah. I've done CC builds before. It's just been like years since I've done like a proper CC build. Like I still have, I think I still have CC in the game. It's just I just don't really use it. Just makes sharing the builds a little bit easier with you guys. But that's not like the full. It's not like a full excuse. It's more so just like It's just easier for me, to be honest, because no, you meant when I'm playing? Occasionally. I mean, lately, not really. I've had so many even like when we started doing the live streams, ever since we started doing live streams, I've spent a lot of time building. So even if I wanted to, I don't really get the chance to do like a gameplay or anything like that, even if I wanted to. So yeah, I've been doing like 99% of my time on Sims have been building. User, hello. I'm doing alright, thank you. How are you doing? I appreciate you joining. But yeah, this is still functional, by the way. It is a you just click on one of these wardrobe pieces and it will work like normal. But yeah, I need to add some lighting fixtures. But yeah, we're also going to be keeping the light colors for the curtains, by the way. We're not going to make those dark. We're not trying to go for like a really dark, moody build. It's just something that feels nice and contrasted from the rest of the build. Yeah, we're going to go for these like really bluish colors over here. I like the way these look. And we can add like a bit of a seating area over here. I'm thinking of potentially businesses and hobbies. Oh, we could, oh, you know what we could actually do? Refined living once again over here. Kind of something like that. Hey, are you someone who uses CC a lot in your builds, or is it or are you just like asking like a general question? It seems to me that sometimes CC are pretty different from Sim. It doesn't look like match. I see. Yeah, I see. I assume you're like a bit more of like a Maxis Match user. Yeah, Zorais, you like a bit of Maxis Match too. Yeah, honestly, I like when the objects kind of like match everything, because obviously if 90% of the objects are base game and like expansion packs, then you know, might as well have custom content that kind of matches it, you know. I understand. Low-key, that dark brown isn't too bad there, but we don't have any other dark brown in this entire build, so it does feel a bit random. Maybe we make this dark brown. Could help. That's not too bad. Dark brown over here, and then you have a bit of dark brown on this corner bit as well. I don't know. Kind of decent. Yeah, I understand. Especially when you like you need to update anything or something like that. I get it. Can feel a bit tedious and stuff to do it. I'm gonna add an incense here as well. I think that will be a nice option. And of course like a little unfinished book. I could actually add like a little lamp here as well. I think that could be kind of interesting. I'm actually going to move this really quickly. Make the incense float. And then we're going to go to lighting. Table lamps. Let's add this one. It's basically just going to be like sitting at the back of where we have the table lamp. There we go, something like that. I mean, it's not great, but you know, it's still something. I don't know about the brown on this, the paneling, but I'm gonna keep it. Or we can come back to it and decide on it. Seems to me that Sims has so many packs and kits that you don't even need CC content. Honestly, it just depends on what kind of style you want, to be honest. Like if you want something that The Sims hasn't made yet, then maybe CC would be good for you. Even if you like have the money and you get all of the kits and expansion packs, maybe you might want like a brand new kitchen set, you know. But I understand what you mean. But yeah, CC is completely free, and I think that's amazing. Maybe I'd like a rug over here. It's like the most invasive room because of the amount of glass in this room, but I genuinely do like the way it looks. It just feels so ultra modern and it just feels so insanely fancy. Like imagine a movie night in this room, like on your laptop or something on your bed. Oh, that would be such a dream with like all the curtains closed up. Yeah, just gonna add a little something like that. Could build like a rug, something like that. Can I add over on this side? I wonder. Something else needs to be over on this part. Imagine like this home and then you have like this little tiny radiator here. I don't think I can even add anything like this over here, to be honest. It'll just look really weird. I don't know what to add over here, but that's tomorrow's issue because I'm gonna slowly call it a day because if I just keep going, I'm gonna go for way too long. Wait, I could actually do like another rug on this side. There we go. I think that kind of makes it feel a little bit more fine, I guess. Yeah, if you have any packs to buy, I would always suggest getting expansion packs over like game packs or kits and stuff, because you're just gonna get more value, you know. Like if you get the kits out of everything because you like a kit a lot more, yes, you will get what you want, but at the same time you get more value from the expansion packs because you get the gameplay, you get like sometimes a world, you get like what, like over hundreds of items, so it's like really decent. But obviously it just depends on what you really want to invest in and stuff. For me, the Sims 4 isn't possible without CC. I agree. I mean, like all the titles, even like the last few Sims games, like they are the CC and the mods just changed the experience so much. I mean, look at these live streams. We literally, even if it's not CC, it's mods. Like I use a tool mod and better build by like every single build. Like I can't do it without them. I can. I'm exaggerating, but you guys get what I mean. Like it just helps enhance everything, you know, especially after seeing how many incredible things people have created for the game. 100%, yeah. So many nice things have been created for The Sims. For expansions, even though I always buy them on discount. Yeah, always wait for like a discount or just like. So I think sometimes you do like a whole, like you get to like pick a bundle, like you get to bundle it yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly head out, you guys. I had a really great time continuing on with this build. I think it's turning out very nicely. The only thing that I'm kind of like confused about is like we have so many like conflicting designs. We have like a very monochromatic modern, ultra modern kitchen, then we have like a colorful, vibrant living room. But honestly, I mean, it can all change with like the switch of a color swatch like that, you know. But I am liking the way this is looking for sure. Like I feel like it's a nice cozy luxurious waterfront home, you know, and that's all that kind of matters, to be honest, you know. Like it's starting to like look great, especially from the outside. I mean, the outside kind of relies on the inside because of how much glass there is. I mean, I love the way that looks, like already, like from far away that looks perfect to me. I really love the way this is looking. Yeah, very luxurious, very over the top, but I'm loving the way it's looking. So I hope you guys can agree. And we also need to add some extra seating out here. I completely forgot to do that when we were doing the outdoor furnishing, so we'll do that tomorrow when we continue the live stream. We'll start off, do the outdoor area over here. We'll move on into doing the gym as well on this side, and then we'll move on into the second floor where we have three huge bedrooms, and then we have like a little tiny nursery and a primary bathroom over here, and that's pretty much it for this build. And then we get to do an entire new, build. Well, when will we start that? We'll probably start a brand new build on Tuesday. Let me see. Let me actually see before I think we could start a new one on Tuesday. I think that could be like the next one. Yeah, that should be fine. Our last build that we'll probably I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm building a police station. Oh, very nice. I hope it's going well, Nick. I'm sure it's going to turn out amazing. But yeah, thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in today. I really do appreciate it. Wait, let's see what the best lighting for this build is. I really do love a bit of a night light like this. I actually haven't saved yet after doing that little bedroom area. So let me just save really quickly. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit worried with these smaller homes that they're going to look too boxy and basic, but I think this one's turning out pretty decent, to be honest. I might do something about this like middle section, you know, with like all these fence pieces that we have going on. I don't know what we're going to do about that. I might not even connect it. Maybe I'll disconnect it. I have no clue. But for the time being, it's just going to stay like this. But yeah, tomorrow we'll decide that. We'll figure that out tomorrow. It's not a problem at all. But thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think by leaving a like and subscribing. I'd really appreciate that as well. And have a great rest of your days. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to see you guys all tomorrow as well. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your days. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Oh, whoops. Good night, everybody.